Hey guys, how's everybody doing? When you get on, say hello, even if it's the replay. I have some stuff to talk about that I've been paying attention to myself this morning. Okay, hey guys, come on in, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, even if it's the replay. I'd love to know. For those that don't know me, I am Tracy Gorick. I am a healing coach, energy healer, spiritual mentor. I use the alternative methods. We go in and find out what's wrong, and then we use mindset to heal what caused it to begin with. So it's a big all-in-one encompassing thing that we have to work, we have to use everything to heal. And that's why when I do these little healings or mini healings, they're to help you, but we have to do the other stuff to really get it healed. Even if you're going to a doctor or other people or a healer too, if a lot of times if you don't go in and go and you work on the mental that caused it to begin with, then it's going to come back. So that's why it's a big old whole picture. The purpose for me doing these healings right now is to bring down everybody's anxiety and stress, which that alone can help you heal when you get rid of the stress. Hi Priscilla, how are you doing? I'm so glad you're here. So today, and this is also to help with stress, because you've really got to start paying attention where your mind goes, right? And it's going to be especially more difficult now because a lot of people are just home and don't have a lot of things to keep their mind busy, which is good because then it allows you to work on what you need to work on to get better and to get to your best self. So today, and I want you guys to start paying attention. I would love to see what you come up with. And maybe I'll try to remember to do a post on that so we can all mark it. So how many times did you go on flight or flight today? So I want you to know, it's 9:49 a.m. here. I personally, and I've been working on this for this specific thing for over a year, went into fight or flight 7 times already this morning. And so what does that mean, fight or flight? It's when your mind goes to something that's happened and your mind starts wanting to figure it out and how you can get to that person, get back at that person, have a comeback to the next time they say something to you. And so that's when, your mind, you can feel it working up in your body, like, okay, I'm going to say this, this, and this. When you feel that, that's when you bring yourself back and like, no, this is not in the best interest for me. And I got all this information. Ooh, gotta have some water. I got all this information, or a lot of this learning, from Joe Dispenza. He's on YouTube. You can just YouTube him. His book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, is a really good book for that. And it's about training your brain. And you can heal yourself when you can train your brain, right? So, that being said, the first step to be doing it is pay attention to when you go there and then stopping it, because then you're retraining your brain to not do it. And then it's easier and easier to not go there, or if you start to go there, you come back before it's really gotten you worked up. Because when you're getting your body worked up, so if you're going into the fight or flight, and I talked about this a little bit, the science behind it is all the blood goes away from your immune system to the extremities so you can fight or flight. It's a primitive thing back in the days when we needed to get away from things and run from things because there was danger. Well, we're not in that same danger anymore. So when that happens, it pulls all the blood away from our immune system, and then our immune system isn't working. And so we're more vulnerable to getting sick. So that's why you really need to, this is like a big thing. And I'm not kidding. I've been working on this for a year and my brain went 7 times this morning. I was able to bring it back and I'm in a calm state. But when you're not able to bring it back, there goes your stress and anxiety because you're just out of control and, wanting to fight all these things that maybe are real or not. But a lot of times, so for me also, a lot of times it's like, okay, you want to think of the same thing to say back to that person because you're right. Well, Does it matter if you're right or wrong? You need just to know within inside yourself if you're right or wrong, right? You don't need to prove it to anybody. You have to just worry about yourself and not how others are thinking or how they feel about you or if they think you're wrong. That's their deal. Just let them have it. Just be good with yourself. And you need to start with yourself. And remember that just when you feel like your body, just pay attention. It becomes so obvious the more you pay attention when you start to go into this fight or flight mode. And you go a lot more than you think. And so a few people, I can just tell because the number's gone up. I went into fight or flight and it's 9:40 something or 9:50. I've gone into flight or fight 7 times at least already this morning. And so I'm like, keeping track. The good news is you can't stop yourself from going to flight or flight. I think the more you get used to it and you bring yourself back and don't feed into it and keep it going for the rest of the day, then your mind stops doing it as often. And also then when you learn to catch yourself, then it doesn't get exacerbated to where it's so bad. And a lot of times, guys, this is where the stress and anxiety comes from, is because our mind just goes running amok to thinking all these things, and you just need to bring it back rather than let it just go where it wants to, right? It's about taking control of your life and where your mind goes and keeping it on the higher levels and of being happy and joy, right? That's what you need to work on. So, all right, Priscilla, I haven't had no motivation. So, yeah, that's something that you really have to work on because that will bring you low and then it'll exacerbate itself and get worse and worse and worse. What I've done for myself is you have to make the effort. There's been moments in my life, a lot, and it gets better and better the more I work on it. But I have moments, even recently, where I just had to lay down for a little bit, let it go, but then I make myself get up. And then you have to have a routine to keep yourself going. So I'm really trying to get up early in the morning, and I'd like to get it to 5 o'clock. Now the problem is everybody's home and everybody's staying up late right now because there's no schedule for anybody. And I have older children. So that being said, I'm trying to get to where I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I go and I do my routines. I get up, if you want to hear my routine, I get up, I meditate, I go make waters. I drink a lemon vinegar water. I drink a ginger manuka honey tea with lemon, and then I just drink some regular water. So I have so much of that I drink in the morning to get me going. And then while I'm drinking that, I'm journaling. I'm journaling just different things, journaling, whatever you want to journal on. Just if you even just want to get out everything that's causing you issues, that's a good idea too. Get out what's frustrating you, just write it out. And so after that, then I get on my rebounder and I bounce for 20 minutes, and then I go for a walk, and then I come back and I do yoga, and then I shower, and then I get in here. So that's a routine, and that has changed my life, and I've gotten way more strict with it since this happened, because if I didn't, I would fall back into the not getting anything done and just wanting to lay around every day. And if you do this, you will start to feel better and you'll have more motivation. Now, that being said, you have to pay attention, because the consciousness itself, and you are empathic, you're feeling the conscious of the world and the people being afraid and the people not knowing what's going on and their anxiety and stress. You're picking up on that, and that's part of it. So that's why you have to break through. It's not all yours, and you have to remember that too. So it's just deciding to do it and doing it. And once you start moving yourself, and if you have this schedule, then you will get the motivation. And I'm not kidding. Every night before I go to bed, I'm like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get up in the morning and do my routine, right? Because it really keeps me moving. And I have been one who has gone in a little depression at times to where I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to function. But right now, and because I've done this, and I've been working myself. Okay, so I've been a healer for about 10 years. So I've been working on this for 10 years, and so this is where I'm at. It can take time, but you can move it along more quickly. So come up with the routines, right? Keep yourself going. Have something that you know you need to do and get it done, and it'll make all the difference in the world for you. So that being said, if there's any more questions, please post them. I want you guys to pay attention if you're going into fight or flight. Watch it. Like, start marking it down or counting it in your head. You're gonna see it a lot of times, but when you start paying attention to it, you're gonna notice how you feel, and you'll be able to catch it and stop it quicker than if you just went about your day. This is like a huge thing to start doing to really bring yourself so you don't go into stress and anxiety. Just pay attention to where your mind's going, and you will feel it. I promise, you'll feel it. I can catch it, and then it becomes a joke. I start laughing at myself. I'm like, really? We're gonna go here with this, really? Like, what's your mind doing? Like, you want to solve this thing that happened back in the fall? Really? So it's funny, and you start to laugh at yourself, right? Okay, so that's what I have for today. Any questions, post them. I'm going to go into the healing. This healing is meant to help bring down everybody's anxiety and stress. I use it on my clients, and I use it on my my family all the time. And my clients, it's when I use it in between the healings, when their stuff comes up for them and they're having anxiety in between their scheduled healings. So it's a quick healing that I do. It can help heal your body. The problem is that I've noticed everybody, you need to start working on the mental causes for why you have the pain and illness that you have, because if you don't work on the internally, it's not going to go away totally. All right? Okay, so everybody sit back and relax. If you want the healing, you'll receive it. If you don't want it, it won't come to you. So it's only open to those who want it, okay? Just so know you're not being forced with this healing at all. All right, so sit back. I want you to imagine the violet flame at your feet, coming up and around and through your whole energy. It's just cleansing, clearing, purifying any negative thoughts, any negative energy that's come at you. The consciousness of everybody's around you, or even the consciousness of the world right now, if that's in your energy, it's going to clear it out for you. Any negative thoughts you have in your mind, just put it in the violet flame. Any negative self-talk you have, you want to be kind to yourself. I always talk about being kind to others, but you want to be kind to yourself too, right? So just put all of that in the violet flame. When you feel it's done, send it back up to source to transmute it. So I'm going to begin sending the calming, healing energy to you, just to bring down the stress and anxiety of the time. You can put an intention that it goes and heals any parts of your body that you feel. The energy will go where it's needed, but that would give it an extra oomph if you have an intention. Okay, come back, wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you came on later, you can go back and you'd still get the healing that we just did. It's a healing to help bring stress and anxiety down. It's to help with the consciousness. If you know anybody that can use this, please show it to them. I'm trying to get as many people, I'm going to be doing this for a while now, just to help the whole consciousness, because we're really picking up on the world's stress and fear and anxiety, and we want to bring it down because we don't need to be in fear. Everything that happens is what's just supposed to happen, and it's going to probably turn out better than you ever thought you could imagine when this is all said and done. So that being said, please show this to people that we can help lower everybody's stress and anxiety. So I'm adding something to my things I tell you at the end. I want you to be kind. Just be kind. That's all you have to do. Bottom line, be kind. Even if somebody's not kind to you, be kind. Do something you love that brings you joy. Every day, at least one thing. Dance, sing, watch a movie, just something that'll lift your energy up. And then do some self-care, drink some tea, meditate, have a detox bath, and then do something kind for somebody. Just say something to lift them up, and then that lifts you up, makes you feel better. And then write 10 things you're grateful for. You guys start doing this stuff, it's going to make a difference. It's going to lift you up, and it'll lift everybody up around you. It's a ripple effect. Okay? So that's what I have for today. I love you all. I hope you have a great day, and I will be here tomorrow at, I'm trying to get to 9:30, but it's 9:30 my time, so it's 11:30 Eastern. I'm showing up every day. So have a great day, you guys. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow.